Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome back to Isyour6covered with the man, the myth, the X-Ring.
I don't know about that, but I can take it easy now.
That's right. Now we don't have to be serious.
So
I wasn't even able to talk because I don't even know how not to be serious.
if you
let's
guys
have some fun.
If you guys want to know the real truth about that chat,
And nothing but.
So I was at the house getting everything ready. Rick said he was going to go home and take a nap because he was out on the range all day today.
Yeah.
He was training. I wasn't. I was getting this thing all together.
You being a lazy bones.
And I look at the clock, and it's 8:30. I come over here. This cat's still in the bed.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get everything in here. We're trying to get it all set up, and there was some software update or something, and that's why we were running around like it was like two little squirrels in here trying to get stuff set up.
It was, yeah, because Ray does not like being late to his chats. I don't so much per se like being late to my chat, but come on, focus. But not a big sweat on my shoulders. If I'm a
Does
little
Rick
late.
sleep on a cot in the basement, or does he actually go upstairs? You go upstairs.
I've been upstairs. That's where I wash my clothes
and get tea.
That's where the tea's at. Yep. Ray never talked me into getting the refrigerator down here, so
I tried to talk you into it.
You tried to talk me in the stairs too, but I don't see any of those around here.
You don't even have chairs upstairs.
I got one.
It's a camp chair.
It's a camp chair.
It's a camping chair.
I would show you guys a video of upstairs, but I think it'd be just too damn embarrassing.
It's just an empty house.
Yeah, I have a drum, a big Native American drum,
and I go up there and go, dung, 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 dung. I really do.
He tries. Now I put a table, like two pieces of wood on top, and then I got a board game thing up there. It's not really a board game.
Since I'm not on my channel now, I can be more relaxed. And
yeah, you can actually be Ray. Hey, Bailey, what is going on? Are you going to do an NRL matches this year? I'm going to do some.
He's going to be doing a ton of matches.
I plan on getting those little flags filled out. So
he's trying to get me to go to Nebraska for nationals. I was like, dude, that's a 16-hour drive. I might fly to that one.
I'll meet you there.
16 hours?
Look at all that adventures.
Freaking driving.
You know how much stuff we can see on the way there?
Yeah, highway.
Yeah, and detours and find cool like tunnels in the ground and looking getting all pouty like a little. I don't want to go, Mr. Rick. Today we are sponsored sweet tea drinking son of a guns by Milo's and the Nazi Coke drinkers.
Whatever. Shaggy Rifleman said he got a bunch of gun stuff today.
Yeah.
Y'all would have more fun in Oklahoma in August. Oh yeah, no.
Why not? I want to hit some matches. I want to go around and see people. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about this training thing because I've been trying to talk Ray into.
Okay, tell us what you think about this. I think it's a good idea, but I don't know how it would go over. But we'll see. Go ahead.
All right. So a lot of people keep asking, especially Ray. They ask me a little bit, probably 1% to his 99%. But people want to take a class by us, right? They want to. I think some of it is they want to do some hanging out, having fun, and I think if Ray was to put on a class and myself, help and assist, but doing like where we have a night before training the next day, maybe out by the campfire, BS and having fun.
But anybody be all hungover, be drinking beer.
You can drink sweet tea, you can drink beer, whatever you want to do, but you'll have to have a hangover with the loud all day long.
Oh, that would suck.
That would suck.
I wouldn't have a hangover.
I wouldn't either.
I would have like
2 beers, maybe.
2. You want me to get drunk? No, I'd have like a half a beer.
No,
what's up, garage guy? How are you doing?
So, tell us what you think. There is a facility that's about an hour and 15 minutes from us, south of us. I don't know if
it's a great facility. It's called Sawmill Tactical, and they told me that I could rent the range. The bunkhouse is what kind of gets me because the bunkhouses are there on site. They're nice. They're clean. They're brand new. They're not even a year old. And they charge like $90, but it's set up for 2 people. And so it'd be basically 40-something each.
If they wanted
and
to
they have
split
a
a
full
room.
kitchen, conference room there. There's classrooms, but it's all on site. And they also have pistol bays and everything else. I just didn't know if we could do just like a get together type of event where we get a ton of people, or if you just get, I don't know. I don't know how we would do it.
It'd be kind of fun.
My classes, I always keep them very small, typically 12 people, because I believe really strongly in a 1-to-4 instructor-student ratio. You get more than 4, it's really hard to watch. I don't even like to run 5 to 1.
Yeah. I'm drinking Milo's sweet tea tonight. 3 crowns, since you asked.
What's up, Simon Klein? How are you? Sounds like a plan. When you guys looking to do this? I don't know. I mean, that's what we've got to
see. And that's the thing
to see.
Their best available dates are like
during the week.
Yeah. So like a Thursday night thing and then shoot on a Friday thing.
Correct. So they wouldn't want it to roll over to Saturday because the prices go way up and it is not open to the public. They only do police and military training there. At the sawmill at the present time.
If you guys watched the video where we did the night shoot and the day shoot, and we were running around up the barricade, I don't know, the barricades, those Connex boxes up, it was like 3-story Connex boxes and shooting down into the deal. That's the same facility. What's up, Mac?
You see, I'm not a big enough channel to where basically I think what Rick is saying is this would be a really close informal get together.
Yeah. I want it to be like 30 people max kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where you can like really BS, have fun, really get to meet everybody.
Yeah, but it would really be cool if it wasn't just, I mean, look, I love long range. That's my forte, or that's what I like. But I mean, we could do everything from would you do just long range on Friday, or we could break it up to where we were doing pistol shooting for 3 hours, and then you do like carbine shooting and then long range, ended up on long range on the bay? Or do you do it, is it a fun get together, or is it just a long range class?
I think it could be both. The problem is, I think a lot of people, no Pure Leaf tonight, Simon, drinking Milos. Well, maybe we can get a consensus.
Mac says, how much do I have to pay you to not show up at a V2 VOD match?
Who said what?
Macev. Well, in other news, Macev.
Oh, yeah. If you think this is
one of the better shooter, or what, he places up towards the top, but Matt, I don't think is going to be able to make it this weekend coming up at VOD.
He's actually doing a smart job.
He is.
He's actually.
Yeah, he's got some other commitments that he could kind of get out of, but it wouldn't be I'm not going to say it wouldn't be the right thing. It would not be the right thing. So, they're telling him, no, go to your match. And he's like, no, I think I'm going to stay with my prior commitment.
Charles Tiffy's got a good thing going.
I think either way would work. Maybe do donations to pay for the range and maybe some grub, limited to like the first 35 people. I bet you have more interest in long range versus the pistol and all that. Charles, I believe you're right, because the biggest, segment that draws the most viewers
is long range.
Is long range. So yeah, I was just trying to throw around some ideas, bounce it off you guys, because you guys know how we are, and I think it would be fun. I think it'd be fun
for sure. Just a quick change of subject, real quick. It's Chase. Go to Practice Score on the internet, and you will find your area, and you'll be able to search local matches in the area. That's one good way. Facebook, if you go to like NRL or PRS style, you can probably find like a group in your area as well, depending on what part of the region you're in.
Yeah, Nancy Mink says all long range. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yeah. Is it'd be long range. Drew Bradley says, check and see if you can do a 6-man team. If they all allow proof of name and maybe background check for everybody's safety type application, I don't get it.
He's talking about because he thinks you would be allowed to go on. He's basically saying because they only take Leo military.
Yeah, but if I book it, it's okay who I bring. They don't care about that. It's just they just decided not to go public with the range. So we'll see.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun because we got a lot of interest whenever we were talking about my retirement party and maybe doing a VOD and getting a kind of a get together thing. And there was a lot of people that wanted to do it, wanted to know the dates. And I'm like, oh, we'll see. It'll have to be after retirement, get that figured out. But
M. Bailey, this is a great question. He says, what caliber do you shoot for long range? So you can use 223, okay? But the problem with 223, I mean, if you know what you're doing, the problem is you're going to start having really difficult wind calls. You're going to start going transonic early unless you're losing, you're shooting heavy rounds. I mean, even on the videos that I've done, we made a hit out at a mile with a 223, but it's probably not the best tool for the job. A 308 would be great. 6.5 Creedmoor would be great. Anything like that would be good. 6 Creed, you name it. That would be it for 1200 plus. Okay, so for 1200 plus, I'm going to say the minimum you would really want to mess with. You could do 6.5 Creedmoor. That's not a problem to hit 1200 yard targets. You can hit a mile target. Not the best tool for the job when you get out to 1760 yards or 1700 ish. You're going to be better suited to have 300 Win Mag. 300 PRC. I don't even want to say 338 Lapua. It's too expensive. But there's a lot of options out there.
But for 1,200 yards and in, you're looking at a PRS match.
Charles Tiffy, that would be great, especially if he could make it out and give advice on positional and PRS aspect of it. That would be awesome because the class, the class that I teach right now, my curriculum is set up more for you learn the fundamentals of its classroom for the first 3 hours, 3.5 hours. It's about prone shooting, positional shooting in the prone positional or position only.
Yeah, that's all. See, I want to do positional.
No. And then what we do is then we go to the range. We get everybody hitting their targets, working our way out on distance. And then at the end of the day, we finish up with positional type shooting. That would be the barricades, ports, things like that, something that's more PRS based. It wouldn't be a PRS class. And I wouldn't say it would be for the newer shooter, but it is for the newer shooter because we go over the ballistics on Strelok, Kestrel, stuff like that. If somebody's been shooting PRS matches, like Charles Tiffy for, 3 years or whatever, that probably wouldn't be the class for them. This is more of an intro into long range. But you will be engaging targets all the way out to, 12, 1,300 yards, depending on your capability.
What's up, Luca?
All right. So, that's something we could probably make happen. What's up, Matt? We miss you tonight.
We do miss you. Get your ass.
Garage guy, what's the longest shot you've made using 22? That's
700 yards. Yeah.
If we had further out there, we would try it. But that's all they had at VOD. But, we did 700.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Ray, if you can make it happen, I'll be there. If I'm not working, I'll pick up Charles along the way.
Yeah, Charles says 6 Creed, Dasher, BRA, 1,200. Yeah, they'll do 1,200, no problem. Because when we shot the Utah match, matter of fact, I made all my hits at 1375 is how far we shot at that match. Or 1325. It was 1,300-ish.
You know what we could do?
Excuse me.
This could kind of work good or even better maybe is like you book Thursday and Friday. You don't book the range, you just book the room, right?
Yeah.
Make it a day thing where it's fun. It's more of a meet and greet. People can come, have fun, BS. No, not so much a classroom yet.
Yeah.
And then the next day would be the people that want to stay for the class.
Yeah. So, Luca, iron sights, finish Mosin. I would absolutely do it. No problem. You could, if you're shooting full-size IPSCs, you could make hits out to 1,000 yards. You would need good spotters on it. Your corrections and all that. You can do that with a Garand all day long with irons. You got to make sure you got like a national match sight system. You want something. I'm not saying you would want, like a peep sight or a lineman or anything like that. You could do it with service grade sights, but it's a lot tougher.
How much vertical adjustment do you have in that scope to hit 7?
No, you're
aiming at trees.
And you're holding everything you can, and you've dialed back your power so that you can see 40 mils in there, and then you're still not looking at the target. You're looking above the target.
Are Cobra buckles normally very grindy or very smooth? I got a brand new belt with Cobra buckle, and it feels very, very gringy. Smooth. Mine's
Okay, they
smooth.
are very smooth.
Yeah, it's got a good, nice coating
extremely smooth on the Cobra buckle.
You may have got a bad one.
You might got a Cobra buckle or something.
Yeah, you got that and Nightfar scope too.
Yeah, there should be no grit to it whatsoever. So I just checked, make sure there's no damage around the corners. We have a new buckle that we're working on right now that's actually going to be on the new bags that I was talking about earlier on the Bad MFs. We just had those strength tested, and those hit 3,900 pounds.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Good stuff. Yep, he says he'll bring the M1A.
Awesome. It's an amazing buckle, by the way. Yeah, M1A would be fun.
Charles Tippy says he'll load up 300 to 400 rounds and make stuff go boom. Drew said he kind of went 6.5 PRC, as it doesn't seem to do anything great, but it's just enough to be well-rounded. I hope my research wasn't wrong. 6.5 PRC is a great cartridge. You guys know that I reviewed the proof. It's a good cartridge. It's a little bit much if you're going to shoot inside of it and you're doing, PRS style shooting. I don't think you'll see a whole lot of it there.
That's actually great too, what Charles is saying. You get everybody out there, they get to look through different reticles, see what they're, maybe if they're looking for something better.
Yeah. No, that'd be great. JT holds, yes. I've actually owned a Barrett MRAD. I sold it after about a year. I actually won it. Yeah, I won it from winning a competition, and they gave me pretty much $10,000 credit with them. And so I won the Barrett MRAD, got all the barrel conversions and everything. And it was a good rifle. It wasn't what I considered a great rifle. I know some people are going to say, because I know we have one on the channel here that says it's the tightest shooting thing he's ever seen in his life. It wasn't for me. It shot very well. It was very, very user-friendly. The bolt change out's a little different, but no, I ended up selling it.
Yeah.
First place I ever shot the Mark 21 EBR out to 900. Yeah, that's right, Matt. So the M21 EBR that I reviewed on the channel is actually a very successful video because of the gamers. Matt actually took that out 900 yards out at Sawmill. It used to be under a different name, and was able to hit the target.
Nice. FC Cujo. That's Fire Captain Cujo's out there. What's up, my brother?
6.5 PRC needs to be built on a long action to get the most out of it. It's Chase wants to test 6 arc for PRS. These seems to be super capable inside of 1,000 and better barrel life. It's Chase. You're absolutely right. And I have a 6 arc bolt gun. I had one that was built up. I liked the rifle, the cartridge a lot. It was very accurate. The problem that I had was finding a magazine at the time.
Yeah.
I think we finally got that resolved, but I also did not care for the barrel contour. So I'm going to go with a different barrel, get it rebarreled, but I ended up buying all the 6 arc components and everything. It actually works great in a bolt gun.
Yeah, you weren't happy with that barrel contour.
No, when it showed up.
Yeah, I could tell by the look on your face. Let's go over here.
I like fat barrels.
Let's go over here and check out this new rifle by Accuracy International. So this is not even out yet. So Ray was lucky enough to get one of these sent to him to review. It is one great looking rifle.
Yeah, so a little more on that backstory. I was actually, and some of you guys might know, I didn't want to say it on my channel on the chat, but
Ray will say it on mine.
I'll say it on his when he gets done painting.
He does a lot of stuff. So there it is. Beautiful rifle. Look at my ugly face.
So when I talked to the guys at Accuracy International, they invited me to come up and train with the team. And we were already slated to shoot the Kentucky match.
1,400 meters, 3 crowns.
And so me being who I am, I was like, it was a great opportunity, probably a once in a lifetime opportunity. He told me we could do it again some other time, but it was going up to Virginia, and I was looking at going up to Virginia and then going to Kentucky. Well, once I give somebody my word on doing something, and I've made those commitments. I try to stick to them. You know, we're sharing rooms, splitting hotels.
We even told them, don't worry about it.
And they were like, no, we don't want you to go because then you'll be shooting against us, is what they said. But,
shit.
No. But no, those were super, super good guys. And they said they were already subscribed to my channel. So it was really kind of crazy that, because guys, let's look at the facts. It's a small channel.
There's not a lot of AIs out there on YouTube.
Yeah. So, you know, we kept talking and this happened. And so I'd already ordered the ATX. So I'm excited.
La, la, la. Hey, YouTube.
They can't see that.
Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Eatable.
Yeah, 3 crowns 14. They used to be 15, but the backside of it collapsed, and it basically filled in the trough that gave you access to the 1500.
So answer this question for me, because Drew had asked me the other day. We were on here live. We were talking Microtech knives, and
where's he at?
The medallion or key fob come with that unit. So
what question?
It's the bottom comment.
Mr. X-Ring, does the Combat Troodon Delta Mark II come with the water jet or laser jet medallion? Or key fob come with that unit of the claw?
See, and I'm like, I don't know what he's asking.
No. Okay, so here's an interesting thing about those key fobs. We make those key fobs on our water jets, and we've never, ever charged for them. As a matter of fact, up until the previous Blade show, Tony had never charged for any of the T-shirts, any of the swag, like the sweatshirts and all that. We basically gave them out for free, and we're talking about a lot of coin.
Yeah.
That was his way of always saying thank you. But what really kind of did it is we'd give all the stuff out for free, and then the next thing you'd see is they're
all for sale.
Guys are they'd come back every 10 minutes and get a free keychain or something, and then you see them for $20 on Microtech Facebook forums and things like that. And he was like, you know what, trying to do just do the nice thing, to tell everybody thank you. And then people are secondary. Same thing with patches. They do the same thing with patches. These guys that collect them, they'll grab them and they'll start selling them. It's funny how people are, but anyway.
We gave away a lot of patches the last couple of days.
Yeah. Someone asked, DW, do you think MOA is easier to figure in your head than mills? No, the thing is, DW, there's no figuring in your head. That's the thing, is you don't have to worry about any of that. You're not going to be thinking the way you think you would be thinking. Okay. I know that sounds stupid, but it's not like when Rick hits a target and I see that target, I'm not going to say you're 6 inches to the left at 600 yards. All right. So how many clicks is that? I'm going to do a quarter-inch clicks. Every click is going to be, okay, you don't do that. It doesn't work that way. Yeah, so Bad Belly says the amount of money Microtech swag sells on Facebook is crazy. Some of it is more than knives. So we did a run years and years ago. This was, without getting too much of the history and how long I've been involved with Microtech, 2013, we had machined some shot glasses, okay? And they were solid 416. Just machined these little shot glasses. And, we got them for no, they weren't aluminum, they were steel. And we gave them out free to the employees and everything, and I had a few and everything else. And some guys were talking to me, you have one of the shot glasses? I was like, oh yeah, give you $150 for it. I was like, what? It's $150. Damn. It's crazy. And I don't drink to even speak about. And so I had all these shot glasses, and Thunder Beast actually did one off of drop-offs off their suppressors. And I still have those. I thought I gave them all away because I gave some to, who I gave them to. Mm-hmm. And they were titanium shot glasses from Thunder Beast. And I think they're still on the website, but no, those are kind of cool because they still have the same texture.
Yeah, they look just like a suppressor. Outlaw Josie Wells in Nebraska, the city. I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know.
I got the invites. I don't know. I'll just check while you're talking.
I had seen your comment earlier, but I was going to look that up before I did this, but it didn't work out. What knife force is on that AI? That one is the ATAC 4-16. The ATAC R 4-16.
It's probably too small, but that's all I had laying around that wasn't doing anything. I didn't want to take the 7-35s off the rifles they were on and try to re-zero because I'm going to lose that on the other one. So
Yeah, DW, actually, X-Ring right here did a great video on mil versus MOA. Kind of gives an idea. It's basically the same measurement. You got miles per hour versus kilometers. At the end of the day, it both means the same thing, per se. It's just a matter of which way you want to read it. But if you want, most people are going to talk the same language if you're in mils, unless you're shooting like F-class or bench rest style shooting. But if you're shooting stuff like we shoot, I think most are, at least the majority for sure, are shooting MOA or mils. I mean, it's in Nahaka, Nebraska. Nahaka.
James Smith says he needs a shot class. Rick, are you going to be ordering more hats?
Depending on which one. So I had someone comment they want a flex fit with the 6 logo on it. I haven't done those in a while. They didn't want red. So
nobody likes red.
I'll work on that.
Joaquin, thanks again. I really appreciate it.
And then I actually have a whole bunch of these if you want to hand me one of those. I'd appreciate it. So I still got a bunch of these. These are the precision long range social distancing due to the times we are in right now. This is a trucker style hat, so it does have the buttons. And I got those just came in the other day, so I've been mailing those out. Got a few orders I got to ship out, and I got to get that done. So.
Hey, JT Holds, yes, AI likes this red, and this is a good-looking red. But when he runs around with his fire engine red hats, it's like a little beacon going ding, 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 ding.
You know why I've been wearing a lot of those?
Or how about the fire engine red jacket?
You know the whole MAGA hat, right?
Yeah.
What color is that hat?
That's red.
Exactly.
That's why you wear that hat.
So I wear red to show that.
We'll just get you a
flipping
MAGA
off
hat
the
wear.
blue. No, I got my own
Now,
style.
what was that? No,
I did make some of these. I don't have any of these available right now, but if you guys are interested, this is a flex fit. So you guys just tell me what you're looking for, and I can order some onesie twosies. If you guys get a chance, hit the thumbs up button, you lazy bones.
Bad Billy, I went with Flat Dark Earth. I really like that color combination.
Sure, Griff. I'll send it to Oz. I just need the address.
Just something really quickly. If you're ever doing anything, let's say, and you're trying to hide a rifle, okay, you're in the woods,
Black
whatever.
is not the color.
Don't go with darker camouflage. It's horrible. You can never get a dark rifle light enough, but you can always get a light rifle darker whenever you're vegging or anything like that. Tying on anything. I like Flat Dark Earth. It's a very versatile color. You can use it in about all environments, and I like it.
Joaquin, I can't order it. If you guys are interested in a certain style hat or a certain logo, I have 3 logos. I have the one rifle one that I just showed you.
A rifle.
It's a rifle on there. That's called a rifle.
Oh,
Land!
So one rifle. So one hat.
I got the 6, and then I have the skull. I just need to know which logos you're interested in and what style. And send me an email. I'll get them all together. I'll put them out together. I'll make the order, and then I'll probably have to wait about, 3 weeks.
Bad Billy hates cleaning an AR. That's a little different than a bolt gun. Bolt guns, you don't have to. They don't get the gas everywhere.
Yeah. When he was shooting bolt gun and I was shooting gas when we were doing that team thing, I'd spend
especially suppressor. That's the dark side of suppressors.
Yeah, suppressors suck when it comes to
They
cleaning.
suck when it comes to a gas gun. It dirties up everything.
Wear the red when you come to Nebraska. Oh, did you answer that one?
Which one?
My bad, Billy. What color did you order?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Flat
Okay.
Dark Earth.
Yeah, I try not to listen to you ever. Let's see. I'll send you an email. I appreciate that, Joaquin. Let's see. And if you guys are wondering, it's $21 for the hat, which is pretty good, and it's $5 shipped unless you live some crazy where like Otter. His hat cost more to send than the hat was. But there is that out there. All right, enough of the hats. Let's see. I'll probably clean my AR. His anal has to be squeaky clean.
Drew Bradley, as much as I love the hashtag still a dick, it does create a little bit of controversy. It's like I sent some of those hats out to guys, and then Their wives didn't like them. You know, I wore a shirt out one time.
So you should have got hashtag still. Never mind.
And so, you know, I don't know. I think it's cool, but I just have to be careful with it. And, you know, if guys like it, I think it'll be good. I think the American flag on the back is probably a better choice for the hats. Which, speaking of which, I need to get some hats, some more hats. I've still never charged for a hat.
Yep. Let's see how. I know it doesn't matter in competition, but I'm not a fan of the polished, bright colored some guys run on their chassis. Now, you would want to know the answer to this. So, say you're sitting there and you're shooting with 240 competitors, and the line of rifles is about, I don't know, 300 yards long.
300 yards?
Was
That's
it longer?
A long ways.
Was it longer? Shorter?
It's about 100 yards.
100 yards.
Realistically, 100 yards.
100 yards. Solid rifles about, I don't know, tripod, bipod width all the way down. They were doing a flyover drone video kind of deal. So
let me stop you real quick. One thing you have to realize about competition. Now, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just telling you the way that it is. If you take your, let's say, I don't know, $3,000, $12,000, whatever $1,000 setup, and you set it on the grounds, nobody's going to mess with it. Okay. That's the way it is at a match. When you go to a 3-gun, you go to any of that. I mean, guys are taking their gear to put in the back of their pickup truck bed. Mm-hmm. They might think somebody stole it, but that's probably their buddy that hit it in the car or something. But nobody messes with your stuff. So his point being, you'll have all of this, but you're not just going to stand there with your gear. You'll go and guys will go off. And when you come back, what's the problem?
Trying to figure out where the hell your rifle is. Everyone has a black scope. It has a black this. It has a black that. You'll see a couple green ones, couple, you know.
And that's another reason why I like flat, dark earth. You go in the desert and you got the sun beating down. If it's black, it just absorbs all that heat. The lighter colors do help reflect it a little better. I like the flat, dark earth.
Look at that. Look at the
shaggy rifle. Unfortunately, there are none in stock.
There's none there right now. Where are you two childhood friends? How did you get together? No, I just met him
at a gun range.
At a gun range.
It's like everything happens at a gun range. Thunder Beach started
about 7 years ago, a little less than 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Been hanging out with this dick ever since. Let's see.
Were we talking about long range, or you had asked about long range, or do we meet on the IDPA match, the indoor match?
We met in the store. Well, there was no match at the time. Oh, we
just started talking
about Beamers and
stuff like that, because you guys know the background, and I was always driving like an M6 or something like that. Well, he had a BMW, and we just started talking about cars, and that was it. Yeah. That's how it started.
No.
Yeah. That's the odd couple.
Yeah, odd couple. Yeah, we hang out quite a bit. We really do. Let's see.
Outlaw asked a great question, and I have been seeing a lot more of it.
Centerfire PRS, would it be beneficial to mount a red dot like in an RMR on your scope to help you find your target in your scope more quickly? I don't know. I
would agree with Charles on this.
I don't think that would help me.
I am seeing more and more of that, and I don't know if it's guys that are maybe having issues because they're running higher power or something, but a lot of guys are doing that, and I don't see the benefit of it.
I would see the benefit more on a spotting scope.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the bromance begins. No, the bromance.
No bromance.
It started with the BMW, and a few weeks ago, it almost ended with one. Let's see. Got to drive the Gurkha. That was cool.
Yeah, he did. So when we went down to the Palmetto State Armory, The Gathering, we had to do a show for Microtech, and we always take the Gurkha when we go down there. Typically, I'm the only one that drives it. So I drove it down. These guys we didn't want to get stuck down there, because when we take the Gurkha down, it gets parked. We don't touch it. We leave it there, and then we go to the hotel and whatever. We didn't want to be stuck there without transportation, have to rely on other people to get us around to eat and all that. So these guys came down in the truck behind me, but I left earlier. But on the way back, I was like, you know what? When we leave, you guys drive the Gurkha. I'll drive the pickup truck. I said, you've driven fire trucks. You'll be fine. You're good.
Yeah,
and as loud as crap in that thing. But what was that experience like?
Sam and I had a good time.
You said you laughed your butts off.
We laughed. I laughed so hard I couldn't freaking breathe. He was laughing. We were having a good time. That was a good time. Hey, check this out. So Travis did his first comp a few weeks ago and proudly got last place. It was been a blast watching your videos on how to be a better shooter. Travis, you have to start somewhere. You were there. You actually went and I'll use the word endured the pain of learning on the spot. So
Travis, let me ask you this.
Great job of going.
If you don't mind answering or responding to this, what got you more? The data and missing targets, or the time, the 90 seconds and how quickly it goes and you don't get enough shots off? If you'll answer that, I think that'll be a good thing to talk about. So Rift Solutions, you have a picture on your phone.
Yeah.
Microtech, almost all your bigger companies have some type of show vehicle. Armageddon Gear has one. Magpul has one. Everybody has their own. So it's a Gurkha with a Ghurka, and this is a Teradyne Gurkha. It is full 50 caliber bulletproof. Hold on.
Focus.
You must focus. Danielson, back it off a little bit. It's not going to focus. What you can't tell is how large it is. Okay.
It's a monster.
Those are monsters. Those tires there would be equivalent to,
There it is. See the Microtech logo at the bottom?
So that weighs 20,000 pounds. It is full 50 cal, up armored. Everything works on it. Like the FLIR system, all of that works. It has I think it's like a 20-something foot surveillance mask. And what we usually do is hang a flag off of that. We do sponsor a lot of shooting matches. So we'll take that to any of these sniper comps.
Memorial 3
and gun. Memorial 3 gun. No, not Memorial. The sniper comps, the Microtech 3 gun, and we'll use it as a stage prop. So we've had guys actually shooting out of that. We had 2-man teams one year where one had to go into the turret, which you got to understand that turret is made to protect your head. So you've got glass all the way around you and you have a little gun port about, this wide. We have a 240 Bravo we'll mount inside of there, but that would be a position for a bolt gun, and you'd have to and it's difficult to move. It's very, very heavy, but you rotate the turret, but then we had one shooting out of the back.
Yeah, one of those brand new is $1 million.
Yeah, it's $1 million. All right.
$1 million.
All right. What is the price? I was going to say.
Here we go. Travis said time was 120 seconds, cleared one stage, but maybe only got 3 to 5 rounds off out of 10 for the rest. Getting the dope written down in time and learning where the targets were was the most difficult for me. You were me at that Hornady PRS match.
Yes. So Travis, that's great information. So timeout was 120 instead of 90. Okay. Cleared one stage, but only got 3 to 5 rounds out of 10. So and I'm going to go ahead and tell on him, when Orson came over to the house, we were running him through 90-second timeouts.
Yeah.
And he was like, same position, same thing. He got 3 or 4 rounds off out of maybe 8 to 10. He was like, holy crap, where'd the time go? It only gets better. The biggest thing I commend you on is actually going out and shooting the match. Yes, I do too. And then the rest, getting the dope written down in time. So that's the thing. That's why the bad MF came out. Because
moon dust, keeping your mags clean, staying organized.
Yeah. So having the ability to be able to have a location on the back of your pack or something where everything's there, where you can run your dope, you'll only get faster and faster with that. And that's what makes it nice. That's why I invented it, was just because of organization, just having everything together, your Kestrel, your pins, your data cards. It's not necessary. It just makes your life a lot easier.
The only thing Travis didn't have to deal with, maybe, because I don't know, I'm assuming, is you didn't have to shoot on the super squad with a bunch of damn cameras and all pro shooters. I don't know how I got stuck on that squad, but that was just awesome.
Yeah. So Microtech has been in business for 26 years, guys. So it's not something that was built overnight. And it is an international company. It's not just a little small local knife company like everybody thinks. We ship all over the world,
yeah.
a lot in Europe, a lot in Asia. And honestly, in 26 years, they've never been able to make them fast enough. We're always limited by machine capacity.
They're always
everything
gone.
runs, pretty much 24/7.
Yeah. No, and I commend you, Travis, for going out and getting it done, doing it. Charles says, get 5 good hits out of, if it's a 10 target stage, and you're not going to get them all just due to time restraints. You'll get it as you keep going. You'll learn ways to maybe hold over instead of dial, or you can be a little faster, or you'll find better ways to get into a position, or maybe you'll figure out a way that's more support, so the shot will be a little bit easier. You want to touch that rifle? Just no, you can't.
No, I was going to show these guys something, but I'm just not. It's okay.
If you want to show them something, you have to say, Fire Marshal Beer would say,
"Let me show you something."
Exactly. What do you want to show them?
No, it's okay.
I might be able just to turn the camera over.
No, right now it's good. What I was going to do is I was going to take the bridge off and show them exactly how that key slot works as opposed to key mod. If they weren't familiar with it or aware of it, everybody's like, that just looks like a key mod. It's not even close.
Not even close. No, I'd wait for your video to come out.
Joaquin, no, they do not. We do not have a museum on all the prototype knives we've ever made. We actually had just opened up last year an actual retail store at one of our administrative buildings in Mills River, North Carolina, and you can actually go in, buy T-shirts and stuff like that. It's a smaller area. It's probably 20 by 30. No, it's not even that big. It's
enough for to come in, get a look at some of the swag as far as T-shirts, hats, and then also there's a quite a good display of knives that they have available. So
I do have access to some really unique things like what you're asking. So maybe one day I could possibly do a video rundown of some of those. Some of them are incredibly expensive, like we're talking $10,000 plus. Especially ones with gold and engraving and whatnot.
Travis had ordered the HUD in hopes of keeping things easier. I have the HUD. I bought the HUD thinking I was going to help. It has a timer on it. It will keep your data information on there. I am not the smartest guy in the world. I have been using a Kestrel for a while. Not a long while, but a while. I'm pretty decent with it. There is no way that I have enough time to figure out how to add all the targets in there and get it to transfer over. And I don't know. I mean, if you're on your game, so like the match, you would have to hike to the next thing. So by the time you caught your breath and then figured out, you're going to have a book with all the distances on there. But that is going to be very tough, Travis. I don't know. You just ordered it tonight, and you can maybe
Charles says go ahead and send it back. It's a pain in the ass. I agree.
I thought it was going to be a great idea. What's cool about it is you can run a range card, but the problem is with PRS, if you're going to shoot PRS with it, is you may have a target at 427 yards, right? And if you put in everything at 25 yards, it may be close enough that would work. But if say you're going in 50-yard increments on your range card, you may have to kind of guess. And depending on how the size of the target, your guess might be wrong. And then you still got to scroll through. So if you're running a match and now your next target is whatever, and now you got to click the little button. I even have the remote in the back where I'd be down here by my bag if you're shooting prone, but you're going to burn a ton of time. I would say the best thing to do is to get a dope card by Hawk Hills, mount it to your rifle, write the dope down, and then put it in the order. I try to put my closest targets in the front or the bottom and use it as what you
just come up with a system that works for you.
Yeah.
He goes from the bottom to top. I go top to bottom, from near to far. It's just whatever you do the same thing. It's continuity. Don't change it up. Once you adopt a system, stick with it. Shaggy Rifleman, they do them in Tiffany. We do occasionally offer knives in Tiffany blue. You just have to watch, just like we occasionally do them in anodized orange. Tiffany blue is it can be a little funny with anodizing, but I
like my new bronze one I picked up.
Yeah.
I need to get it to say "Love Dad" on there. I'm going to give it to my son for his graduation.
We could probably make that happen.
Yeah.
Yes, I am very familiar with Southern Edges. This is a small chat. There's 65 folks. Most of you guys will recognize your names. So I might have mentioned this before, but back in the day, I actually used to be the COO of Microtech. So I used to run the day-to-day operations on all the facilities. I did that for about 2 years.
You were the coup.
I was the coup of the company, and we had Minnie X, of course, and she was younger. The problem is Minnie X lived with me at the facility. We're talking about 15, 17-hour days because it never stops there. And so I actually stepped down from that, left the company, and I was still doing stuff for BMW at the time, but it's a good company once you understand how everything works. It is high stress, high pressure for most everyone there.
Yeah.
Except for art. What we do at MDI is not too bad. As long as we get the work done.
As long as we get the work done, we can shoot whenever we want.
Yeah.
Joaquin wants to know, when is MDI going to start selling merch? I know they have it at the store.
We actually have shirts and hats.
I know, but are they on the website?
They're not on the website.
So then they can't buy them.
But we could always pick you one up or pick something up and just we can mail it to you. Matter of fact, Joaquin, I will gladly send it to you. I've got your address. Don't you worry about it. I just need to know what size shirt you wear. That's for Joaquin, because I owe Joaquin.
Yeah,
I'll always be indebted to Joaquin.
Yeah, me too.
He helped us out quite a bit, guys. If you're not aware of this, not to call him out or anything, but when we first started down this path, he actually sent us some bags, some plates, things like that.
And I have it in my bag.
We use it all the time. My little Coltac bag.
Actually, my Hawk Hills, he had given me one of these too, and I forwarded this one to Kreideman. So he helped us out when we were starting out, and now I'm helping Kreideman since he's a knucklehead, and I like the guy.
All right, there's a collector AR unit out there, like 75 of them, which is 1 day's production of PSA. Where the key mod hole slots were backwards and are pulling $3,000 each. Wow. That's crazy. It's funny. It's funny how mistakes, if you think about coin collecting, when you think about things that companies make an error on, believe it or not, there's a story behind this, but there was a new laser operator that let an X amount of red Microtechs go out. This was like 2008 or something. And it was supposed to be a firefighter knife, and it was misspelled fire flitter. And those bring huge money.
Really?
Yeah, because of the misspelling of fire flitter. And
get me on that laser. I'll spell all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, and so anytime there's a laser operator, those guys don't come and go that often, but they always make sure that all the spelling's correct on everything, especially when you're doing engravings, things like that for different people.
He says he watches your Kestrel video all the time because he has a memory of a goldfish.
Yeah, once you get the hang of it, though, not too bad. Charles Tippy says, dope card holder or armband with the data will be so much easier. Absolutely. I do use an armband when I do ruck style matches so that I have a chart. I don't like coming off the gun and looking down here, though, because as we get older, we get a little more farsighted. And so it's really hard to focus. And so I have to take my arm and do this. And now I'm pretty much breaking my whole position. But that's for me, though. If you're a lot younger,
you're like, hold on.
Yeah, I don't have time to do that. But it is good to have that data. One of the best shooters that I know that I've shot with a lot out west, and he's an XLR Industries team shooter, is Colin Fossen. And he does not run a dope card holder. He only uses an armband, but it doesn't work for me because I can't see it. Yeah.
Well, he's young.
Yeah, he is young.
Yeah, he's still got eyeballs at work.
Let's see.
I pay a little.
Joaquin, it's just a pick, but it's a real bag I ordered the other night. Okay, so I guess you got the tater tot.
Tater tot,
yeah. All right. We got the Twilight book series when my sister was into that. The first book in the box set was sold. I don't know how much, but Dad got a pretty penny. Title was Upside Down.
Oh, that's cool.
The book was printed backwards.
Yeah, it's amazing how screw-ups can definitely be.
What's up, Snake Man? He says he's still awake.
Get your butt out of bed.
I had a golf tournament, sponsor flag spelled golf tournament. And I'm a stickler for spelling. Huge.
Yeah.
That's like one of my biggest pet peeves, especially when I'm reading through stuff. It's like, okay, that's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. I don't know. It's just something about that.
That's called being educated and having a
No, it's just called
like me.
If I looked at golf on there, I'd be like, what? Golf? You got to try to catch that stuff before it gets out, you know?
Yeah. Anyone need it? Any 308 steel magazines, 20 rounds, primary arms, $13.99 each. Get your 308 steel magazines.
Trying to read all the comments here. I was going to make a comment on. Oh, okay. So, American Girl dolls.
Yeah.
Okay. You've got a daughter.
Yeah, my daughter had one.
Yeah, I got 3 daughters. If you have like one of the early ones, holy crud.
What do you mean early?
Okay, there's certain markings on the neck of where it was made and everything because they changed.
That's their stamp.
That's their tramp stamp. Yeah, on their neck.
Okay.
But there's certain ones that bring insane money if they're older.
Really?
Yeah.
That got pushed to the back burners there, Outlaw Josie Wales, I believe. Luckily.
Okay, so Outlaw Josie Wales. The deal with the X-Ring data card holder is it is still in prototyping. What happened was the machine they were using for prototyping broke. They ordered a new machine. If you're around any type of CNC equipment or anything, it takes weeks to get one set up because you got to get it ordered. If it's not already built, they got to bring it in. And that fixture that they were using would only go in that style machine. So they couldn't just take it and put it on another one. So that got delayed. And then all of a sudden we landed this big order for the Bad MF bags. Well, the problem is it still uses that QD that I patented because it's for fabric. So they're machining those QDs. And I don't know when we're going to have time to get the prototyping done. Everything's going 100 miles an hour right now.
What are the matched dual knife sets that share the picture? You know, like the spade card.
Yeah, so you have the Death Card series where
you got the Star Wars one.
Well, you've got the Ace of Spades where it's split up. They also did a Spartan where you have a half of a face and then the other half. But yeah, that's actually, it was a pretty cool thing. And then they had the Dead Man's Hand, which was aces and eights, and I think it was a two knife set.
Wasn't there a Star Wars one too?
I don't know. Do they offer custom art for extra money paid? No, typically not. The only way you can get custom art done, you know, if you want custom art, the best place to do it probably would be PVK out of Vegas. He is a large dealer for Microtech. But the only way Microtech will do that is if it's like, typically it'll be a larger order for a company where they can do a run of them because the lasers, guys, we have like 8 lasers and they run non-stop. Even when we're deep engraving suppressors, we're having to wait on time or block it out because just to do like 50 suppressors takes us how many hours? You know the math on it.
It's 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes per suppressor because we're deep engraving titanium.
Brian's got a great question for us. He says, I'm currently getting roughly 1 to 1.5 MOA at 100 yards with my T1X with CCI standard velocity. Is this good enough for PRS 22 or should I chase smaller groups with more expensive ammo? And he's getting some Center X to test on.
I'll let you answer first.
Tuesday. I will tell you that the Center X is probably going to group quite a bit better than the CCI, especially out farther distance.
However, if you're getting 1 MOA or a 1-inch group at 100 yards, call it good.
Yeah.
Call it good. Even a minute and a half.
Don't chase the magic rabbit hole. Unless you're just bored, retired, and you ain't got nothing else to do, and you want to spend more money on ammo.
But you're absolutely
Center X is going to shoot tighter groups than the CCI standard velocity. We have
maybe.
I guess it'll depend on the rifle.
It depends on the rifle.
But
Drian, it's actually hard to print MOA groups for most, including the flyers. If you're doing 5 and 10 shot groups, not 3 shot groups. at 100 yards. Like even today, I know I didn't shoot today. I mean, you and Matt were doing paper testing at 100. And as a rule, most of your groups were about a minute or a little bit.
I had one bigger, yeah.
But you had some smaller. But if you look at the average, a minute's fine.
It's usually the targets are going to be bigger than that anyways.
Oh, you're going to have huge targets. The only time you might suffer, make sure you have a good 50-yard zero.
That's the important.
Yeah, 50-yard zero, because they really like to put those know your limit targets out. And you just kind of need to know, all right, when I start to get this small, is it favoring left? Is it favoring right? One of the conversations we had today is we rarely shoot on paper with these 22s. Not in a match. But we rarely shoot on paper for any of this stuff. We're always doing positional and everything else. But you need to know what those tendencies are with your rifle. If you put your dope in at 100 and it's a 1/4 inch high, you need to know that. It would help on some of these know your limit plates that are smaller.
Yeah, I really tried to tune in my 50-yard zero today.
Good deal.
I mean, I was internal turrets and really trying to tweak it to get. I was shooting the numbers out, on the what target is that? The Redding target?
Yep.
A red, whatever.
It's called a red field.
Yeah, and it's got those little tiny numbers.
Yep.
I was using that as my.
Yeah, if your Tika T1X hates all SK, it might not like Lapua Center X because it comes off the same machines. It's owned by the same company. Not saying it's equivalent, but I'm just saying it's pretty much the same machines that it's making it.
Tyler says, how are you liking the hawk hill on the scope rings versus the pick rail on the action? I actually kind of like it. You can fold it either way. One of the things I'm getting used to right now is I went back to the spur mount. So having the LRA and it'd be a vertical configuration instead of horizontal along the scope, the top of the scope is I think I actually prefer it out farther forward. So I think
so we can see it.
See the damn thing. Yeah. So I might do some tweaking with that.
That's the setup I was actually trying to put up on Mini X for this weekend's match coming up. Was I was going to run that rail on the F3R machine. Yeah. And the problem is I don't know if I just didn't get screws shipped with mine, but basically I don't have
those two screws.
These screws that go into that. I have the actual rails that go up on the front of it.
Do you want to borrow those ones?
Well, what I need to do is find out what length and everything else that's on these, because then I could do the same on the Light Force as well. All right.
So I guess that would be the answer. That's the answer. How often do you recommend zero? If you can before the match, especially if you're driving around all over and you're going from here to like we did Kentucky or South Carolina, wherever. It's always good to get a zero.
James Smith, I know exactly where you're coming from. I do not use my lab radar in that orange bag. I actually have a True Spec backpack that everything fits perfectly in. And so we have this black backpack that carries that if we need it. I probably won't make one, though. I can't make anything right now. Right now, we're so covered.
Trying goes to a range that you can't even shoot pro net. That sucks.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
You confirm zero before every match or range day. Not everyone, they won't let you. There was the one we shot in, what state were we in? That hidden.
That one in Yemassee.
Yeah.
No, not Yemassee. The way of the precision rimfire sniper match in
you
Tennessee.
Got first place there, Dick.
Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. They did not allow any zeroing the day of the match.
No, they wanted you to have they wouldn't let you. But we went the day before or maybe 2 days before and confirmed our zero at our location here in North Carolina. So it was the best we could do at the time.
No, Grip Solutions, we will absolutely be shooting PRS again. We were already looking for some matches as well as Matt. It's just right now there's so many good 22 matches around. We're hitting all of those. We also need to get everything kind of
anyone working on
worked up on loads.
Super clear digital zoom rifle scopes. No, I haven't heard any of that, Ronald.
Zoom is not the problem.
No.
All right, conservative sniper.
Boys, what setting do you have on your Kestrel? The clock or degrees. Oh, he has been watching Chris Wade.
Yeah, so
videos.
Chris and I actually talked about this the other night, and there's definitely a good point
difference.
to it,
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
I don't know if it.
On the sniper comps, it'd probably be a little more helpful, especially when they're giving you azimuths.
Yeah.
Where you'd have that. But at this point, I don't know if it's for me if I'm going to change it.
Yeah. You're just hoping it's close enough.
James Smith, his local series doesn't allow zero confirmation.
Oh, wow.
Pulled off on a dirt road.
Yeah. Confirmed 0 right before.
Joaquin, there is no more accurate way.
9:45.
It doesn't care. It's just up to you. I hate running it horizontally because when you throw it in the bag, you got to take it off, or you've got this thing poking out and you're scared you're going to break it.
I just take mine off every time.
Or you just take it off.
It is nice to have it right up against the spur. You don't have to worry about it bumping anything. But I don't. It kind of is in my way from being used to grabbing the parallax too. So once you kind of practice one way, and then you start moving stuff around, it screws everything up. And you can't run it in front of the parallax knob because then you can't see the lights. So
Drew Bradley says that might be a fun type of production match where you have to assemble the unit on day 1 and fire on day 2. That'd be easy.
Oh hell, we could do that in
we got that down to a science now.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
This guy would only need to shoot 2 rounds to confirm the 0. Me, it takes me a while.
Shaggy says, I heard and saw ammo prices are coming down. I can't confirm, but there's hope. Charles Tiffy says Sierra and Barnes are going up in price again.
Shocker.
Yeah, Drian says in Canada, Hornady match prices went down by $20 a box already. Yeah, but stuff was so exorbitantly high. Yeah. Who knows? It's not like they've stopped making ammunition.
What did it start at before the madness?
Primers are still unobtainium.
I did hear on one of these live chats, people were saying that should start seeing primers again. So
yeah,
I don't know. Oh, $75 a box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be like $33.
$210 for 500 Sierra Match Kings. Wow.
Whoa. Dang. Is there a way to mount an LRA vertical on an F3R?
No. And
there
I actually
could be, but it'd be ugly as hell.
Well, I actually talked to the owner of F3R, and I was telling him, these little holes that are right there that he put in as like drain holes, if those were drilled and tapped, that would give you a Picatinny location. And then you'd be able to, if you ran a Picatinny on this side, you could run it vertically instead of horizontally. But that didn't happen with this iteration. I actually gave him some feedback on that.
Yeah, that's a Gen 2 too.
Yeah, the other thing that I noticed is, so on the Gen 1, you guys see that little slot right here? That was to keep everything kind of straight.
90 or whatever.
And not referencing off of the screws. The Gen 1s don't have that, so you cannot use these unless you machine that off of the pick rail or the perch.
Yeah. Well, they actually do sell Gen 1 mounts too, I think. Last time I ordered those. I shouldn't have gotten any reloading while I had the
crazy paying burger prices for SMKs. Yep. I'm trying to keep up with it. All the comments are coming in quick.
You prefer mounts like that over standard rings? I do. I prefer them.
It's Chase. I do as well. I typically run Spurs or I'll run Night Force. I either run Spurs or like a one piece like this, or I'll run Night Force rings. That's typically what I've always run. The Spurs are nice because you can hang so much crap on there. Just like what we're talking about. You've got places to put your Hawk Hills. You got your places to put your levels. They have little perches now for the V3s.
This is a F3R machine up here. Up there on the top. That's where I was running my LRA and my dope card. I'm sure you guys can see what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, so let me grab something. These guys might find it. They're
We'll,
new to the
and
channel.
we'll show you. Yeah, a lot of times we forget that most of you guys have been around for a long time, so it's kind of nice. But we had gotten a question the other day about something, and it was like,
So guys, you know, I did a video on this. This is the Raptor, the Wilcox Raptor here. Okay. So this actually mounts on top of, like when he was showing you over there, there weren't but a few companies that were making mounts for this. Just keep them on you. And I'll put this on here.
all right, what's up, Abigail? Welcome. I love my F3R. Really nice piece. Yeah, somebody commented, I think it was maybe Josie Wells or somebody. They were asking me scope mount options, and I'm like, for the money, the F3R is a robust, super great scope mount for 34. They do some other stuff.
So that Wilcox Raptor, you see how now it can mount on that perch over the scope? That is critical. You have to have something like that, and you don't want to put that on a handguard. There's too much flex on it. And so what that is basically a laser sighting system which will laser target, give you the firing solution, and give you the hold within about a second and a half. You're going to see them a lot used by military. It's good out to 1,500 meters, and it is dead on. It doesn't need to talk to your Kestrel. If you want to, you can link it to your Kestrel, but it has its own applied ballistic software in there. All right, let's turn it.
Non-existent. You can just leave it on there.
What?
You can leave it here. Just let me have it. You since you're so nice.
Not going to happen.
Thought for a second, what anti-aircraft rifle do you have on the wall? Don't be looking at my anti-aircraft rifle. Let's see here.
Yeah, so the Raptor is invaluable for these unknown matches. So we had the one gentleman that commented about how difficult it was, finding the targets. And this is after being given your target locations and all that. PRS is difficult. It's extremely difficult. But when you start shooting blind stage matches, that's a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And then you start shooting blind stage matches where you're rucking all your gear, your ammo, your food, your water. Then that steps it up a whole nother level. That's the stuff I like. PRS came in after the fact, and so we'll see.
They said the red one looked huge. That one's close to the camera because we were showing off the new
Accuracy International ATX, which has not been released yet.
It's not released to the general public yet. Oh, Lucky over here got a chance.
Lucky.
Got get to try it out. So that's pretty cool. Man, where does the night go?
What, Skunk Apes? He's doing Russian. Was he doing? Chinese? Yep.
He's saying he owes us $100,000 because he didn't show up to that thing.
It's all good. We appreciate you being here, Skunk Ape. All right, so Chase, with mounts like F3R, typically lapping is not required. Machining is exactly what center scope too. Yes, exactly. I don't mess around with any type of lapping.
I haven't seen you lap one scope.
Nope.
I think that was back in the day.
Back in the day.
When machines weren't, they were precise, but they weren't, the finishes weren't maybe perfect. I'm not sure how they can do that for $208 costs, $330 to buy for 4 kilograms. What the hell? Let's see. Russian in the southern region, maybe. TW, what is going on? Let's get old Knucklehead in here a little better. Show off his gray hairs. Oh, sorry for that.
Mokba.
Jump in the Gurka and grab the Borka.
Yeah, and then the other thing about this, I don't use it often, but if you go to a match where it's a really tough ruck match and they've really not given you much time on it, you can't beat a Raptor. It's faster than you're ever going to be.
Well, and they'll set up a stage where you can't use it, so the port will be here, and then it'll be
Correct.
blocked.
It'll be blocked off.
Yeah. I don't know. I carried it that.
No,
match.
Matt, 1968. That is not mine. That's a different company under X-Ring. There are a lot of X-Ring companies. Even back in the day, X-Ring used to be one of the premier machine gun conversion companies. So there's a lot of X-Ring companies that have come and gone. There's a lot of people that have contacted this gun shop called X-Ring. That's not me. I don't have a gun shop. It's X-Ring Customs.
With
That's
an
it.
S, Customs. Yeah. That's where a lot of people get confused, I think.
Yeah, Drew, you can mount those on the side, but you don't want to. It needs to be up there at the top.
Have you recovered to take on X-Ring?
No, consider it was conservative sniper. We'll just leave that alone.
You guys may as well be speaking Klingon. I wouldn't understand. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just show you real quick. This is really easy.
Uh-oh.
I have a battery in my pocket.
I got a... What was the question?
He was talking about speaking Klingon. He might be asking about this. So let's say you shoot let's say Rick and I are on the same team, and it is blind, meaning you have not seen the stages. You have no idea where the targets are located. You have no idea on the distance or anything.
You hike to a staging, and then they come get you and then bring you to the thing.
Okay, so
what the hell?
Basically, this is just a real quick again. This is the top of it. You see where it says fire? And then you have this right here with the button on the top. That's actually going to be in the menu. Then this is going to be your IR, but this is what you see as the user. If we go to this side, you actually have a set of lenses. And you say, well, is that not flopping the way? You can actually hide these, and they clip in underneath it. So give me just a second. These run about $6,000 or so.
Hey, doesn't that look like Wally?
Yeah, hold on. Let me get this right. Wally. There you go. So this right here is going to be a laser emitter / Ranger. And you have a tether cord on this side. And so if I go to firing solution here, this is on the current gun. Okay, so there's nothing in there. Now, let me go here where you guys can see this.
Want to borrow these?
No. Be quiet.
Okay, let's sit here, you little sonny. You little whippersnappers.
We're gonna get too close in here, I think.
That's a whole different ball game right there, Tyler Horse says. Yeah, that's a whole nother level.
So when we shot, okay, so basically, I'm going to get it where you guys can see this. Maybe it'll focus in. Hold on. There it goes. So right there, it says no target. Don't look at this. This is not an iSafe model. Okay, so right here, it says no target. Typically what that will do is it will show you your yardage and what your solution is. So it might say, 796 yards, and it'll read out, 6.1 mils. So what you're going to do is just, you basically, you laze it off the pressure switch here on the rifle. So as long as you can see the target in the scope, you just range it. As soon as you range it, you look up, it'll say 6.5 mils or whatever. You hold 6.5, boom, send it. It's going to be on the target or close. He says it feels like cheating. Yeah, it is. This is true. This is true military hardware. All right. There's a lot of guys using this. Delta, Special Operations, Isyour6covered, all of them use this. It is good for man-sized targets out to 1,500 meters. And
it's definitely not cheating. There's a lot of teams using that.
Yeah, that match, there were 25 guys with these.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not fair. It isn't fair. When let's say you go to a match and you're trying to have fun and go out there.
I had the ability to use it. I had the ability to use it. I was running and had to carry the damn thing the whole time.
Yeah, because I told him, I said, use this rifle here.
I didn't use it. I didn't use it one time.
Yep.
Probably should have, but I didn't. Let's see.
What did Abigail say?
She says
the minigun of the bear.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Just dropped $1,000 on some decent gear. That's good. It is not
No.
not so much that, but when you do buy gear that is a little more expensive, but the quality's there, it's going to work out in the field. You don't have to worry about stuff breaking or things not working as far as battery operated kind of equipment like Kestrels and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't want to rely on this, but for combat situation, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. And you're not going to beat the guys that have them if they're good shooters on being able to see targets, range them, and shoot them, because you don't have to come off the gun.
Yeah.
You don't need to know anything
You
else.
don't have to do this. And
Or
then
no,
find
actually,
it again.
using this, sometimes it's not bad to glass and scope your targets, because it's going to be easier with a set of binos than just through a scope, just because you're looking through one optic instead of the binos. It's going to make it a lot easier. And then you just get on the rifle, range it because you know the location. Or if you're recording the azimuth, you'll be like, boom. All right, 1,200 yards. Here's the solution. Whack, whack. You're all over it. Done. Go to the next one. Hit it. Go.
Look at
What?
Raptor S does skew. Blah 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 blah. 88, 52, 72.
Okay, so honestly, they might have went up in price because they make a civilian unit and a military unit, and they are $6,000 to $8,000 for the real ones. I'm sure there's some fake ones out there, but these are real units. And then this whole military contract thing about like cheapest bidder. If you've ever used a set of like Vectronics or some of these other rangefinders that the military uses, and you're holding them and they're like, those are like $28,000. It's like, ooh.
Oh, here you
go.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The iSafe model is in stock at Optic Planet for $76.75.
Yeah. So they make two models, an iSafe, I think it's called an S, and then this model here. This actually isn't available for civilian sales, my understanding, but since we're an OEM, we're able to procure them. Yeah.
You lucky bones.
I hate spending a lot of money on electronics. You leave a battery in this and it corrodes.
Done.
Yeah,
the tether, scratch it out.
The tether cord is $400 and something. The pressure pack cord. Crazy.
That is crazy. $400. That's a whole HUD system.
Yeah, just for a tether, a little cord.
At the end of the day, it's just paper. One can always make more. That's right, Charles. It's a lot of paper, though. All right, we got 66 in here. We got 54 thumbs up, so that's like a B.
That's a B plus.
Is it a B plus?
Yeah.
All right. So let's bring it up to an A. Hit that thumbs up button if you can.
What else?
If you're not,
is there a talk about anything? What are you doing tomorrow? Sleeping.
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Find someone that wants to go shoot tomorrow. I call $100 bills fun coupons. Bad Billy. Yeah, so ordering stuff through Amazon. Here's the one that works. I think it's in here. The countdown timer. That's the right one.
Think about it, guys. In the days when I first started doing this, if somebody told me they had a timer on their rifle, I'd have been like, you got what?
You
got what on what?
So look.
That's cute. Look at this.
Hold on.
I hadn't even seen one yet.
Oh, okay. So not only did we order 3 and only get one correct one, we actually ended up with 3 different colors.
Which the colors make the difference. Guys, this thing right here looks like an American Girl doll watch. Look at that. That's crazy. You can put on your finger.
That's what it's for.
But anyway, we have purchase for the rifles, and this is supposed to go on there, and this isn't going to work. It's curved. How's this supposed to fit on the thing?
That's because it's probably designed in that aluminum.
No, it's flat-faced.
Oh, you already have it?
We have them, all 3 of them. I showed you in Matt.
Hell, I don't know.
I bet you there's a different model. You probably can't even order this model. Here, I'm going to send this back.
Wonder Twins activate. That's
Form
awesome.
of water, shape of.
That's the one thing I can never figure out. You got this damn monster coming and you want to turn into an ice block. Like the scariest thing the monster's going to see is an ice block.
Sounds like apple pie. Hardee's.
Yeah, a little No, McDonald's apple pies too.
Outlaw says, "How are we both still married, given all the gear and purchases each month?"
Yeah, I know. I'm sure you guys have spent a few dollars watching this channel and the other one, the X-Ring.
In the shape of a Barrett.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
like that.
Now that's a little more
I like that.
impressive. Enough super glue, it'll work, Brad Billy says. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks because I have to figure out how to send the crap back to Amazon. John Kreiderman is in the house.
What is up, Kreiderman?
Kreiderman, you better,
Hey, we need to do that.
get your ass over here and pick this thing up.
Hey, if you're not working on that thing tomorrow, we need to go to the golf driving range for maybe. I just need 45 minutes with you. That's it. 45 minutes. So if you can come over here, we'll go to the driving range.
What the hell?
It says UPS store does Amazon returns now. There's one right up from the shop.
Oh. Sure. Okay. Good to know, Bad Billy. They both have the same interest, no room for disagreement. Where's your
John Kreiderman gave a thumbs up. We'll go to the driving range tomorrow. I won't hit any, but we'll get you straightened up. I might hit a few.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt. My shoulder hurts. I can't feel my leg. Hold me back. Hold me.
Go to Amazon, print out the QR code for the UPS store. Yep.
Go to Amazon and do that. Okay.
Hey, he says he wears it on his finger because you can feel it vibrate.
Yeah, it vibrates, but it's like it goes. That's it.
Twice.
Yeah, it's right here. Where's that damn thing at? I'll show you. It's only 60. I haven't said it 60 seconds. Did you put it back in the case?
Yes, I put it back in the case where it belongs.
Let me show you something. So you want to know. Here we go. All right, so turn it on. I got it set at a minute. You hit the button. I'll put it right up here like I did last time. So in 1 minute, ladies and
For
gentlemen.
the timer mount, it says you have to order the yellow watch only.
What the hell? We don't have the yellow one. We have a blue one, an orange one.
I saw a yellow one here, didn't I?
I don't know. They're lap ones for like swimming and junk.
Oh.
Is that the right one?
No. These
Nope,
are this black and blue.
What is that one? That's yellow, isn't it?
No, that's
Oh,
black
it's
and
gray.
blue.
That's great. Here we go. 19, 18. Here, put that up your hand though. It's
No,
nothing.
I want them to feel it.
They already heard it last
Oh,
chat.
they heard it?
Well, the ones that were here last chat.
All right. You got 9 seconds to see if I feel anything. I'm shooting with this ridiculous thing on my hand,
Exactly.
my finger.
For the timer mount says 3, 4. It is 4 times.
Yeah, it's 4
1, 2,
times.
3,
Boy, you
4.
can barely feel that.
I know. So I don't know how mounting it to a rifle you're going to even, unless it has a bell in the bottom and it's like an old.
I don't know. You might feel it through the chassis. Oh, you know what?
Chassis.
Y'all stay there. I'm going to put this here.
Y'all stay there. Are you all ready for this? You got us restart it though.
I already did. It's got 43 seconds, so we're good. Can't break off from a vertebrae being fused.
Damn it, Drew. Yeah, so I don't know if that's going to work as great as we thought it was. If you go to XLR website and click on the mount, they have the link on there. Now JT Holds tells me. See, you should have just ordered those 3 things. Then I wouldn't have to worry about sending these in.
They have the link. They don't sell the watch.
It don't matter, fool. If you would have paid more attention. I'm just kidding. I bet FedEx and UPS have a signal system set up. You two guys driveways so they don't run over each other. Yeah, no shit.
I can hear it, but I can't feel it. You're not feeling that through the chassis.
Yeah, I don't know how good that's going to work. That was the one thing that sucked about the HUD system. I had bought it. I had bought it. HUD! That links to the Kestrel, and it does have a timer on there. And I was hoping it would have some type of alarm, a little beep beep, something. And No, it just basically flashes. And if you're not paying attention to the thing, you don't know it went off anyways.
Yeah, so Tyler asked a great question. He said, how are you mounting it? And he said, with a drill and a tap set.
Yeah, I'm going to drill right through that.
Like, I don't care.
It is considered
You
a
should have
tool.
seen him a minute ago, guys.
drill.
I'm going to tell on you.
I don't care.
I'm going to tell. All right, so
don't you go
he's got his Skittles rifle over there, and he needed to put his trigger back in.
Yeah.
So he has no punches here.
No.
He has no hammers to speak about except for a construction hammer. Not even a gunsmith hammer.
Ain't
This thing's like freaking. I'm surprised it wasn't a framing hammer. And he's over there going.
That's over there.
Ding, 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 ding. By the time he lifts it back over, I'm like, look at your safety. His safety was bent out just like this. And he was like, what do I do with it? I said, bend it back.
Works fine. I don't use the safety anyways. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Oh, man.
Join the Microtech buy, sell, trade.
Yeah, that's a good place to find them.
What's he looking for?
Microtech.
Sounds like the $6 million man, Steve Austin.
I remember that. Lee Majors. I do like the Dominus. I think that's a good-looking can. It's a little bigger in diameter, but those guys are saying that I think all of AI's team uses them. Hold on, he's getting ready to give you guys a view at this. Maybe.
Hood. There it is.
The Dominus.
For Rick, all the guns are tools. Next time he's going to use a Glock. I've actually used a Glock as a hammer.
He has, actually.
Yeah. I'm not afraid. I sold my carbon fiber.
Merlot.
Oh, that's right, Bad Billy. You're supposed to send that to me. Jackwagon.
See you, Ryan.
La, 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 la. Come on, YouTube. Let's see. All right. Yeah, good looking can. Hey, this is a nice can you got there.
I've never really worried about the timer on it. I just shoot it. I don't know if the timer I just got just to get it because you guys were talking about it. But
we wanted to try.
We've got these, but sometimes it's difficult to hit that button.
Bad Billy is serrated too.
But anyway,
asshole. Bad Billy, you're not very nice.
So Bad Billy, they are coming. Somebody actually posted on one of my videos or somewhere about who's got one for sale.
What, Merlot?
No, one of my knives.
Oh, somebody's selling it?
So, no, they were looking for one. And I was like, I don't know.
I got one right there. Do I hear a $200 two and a two? I got a 250.
It's Chase says I should get my FFL SOT so I can get cans faster.
Yeah.
Yes, you absolutely can.
Yes, you can. I'm still waiting from. I think we sent them out in October.
It's well worth having it. So make sure you keep your books right.
Yeah. Mine's not for sale. Snake Man 48. That's right. Don't sell it.
I appreciate that. I would hate to see those get resold because I'm not upcharging for them at all.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Just having that logo on there, that probably brings the quality price way down. I mean, you got this beautiful knife, and then somebody just vomited crap on the side.
Hey, didn't somebody at the Palmetto State Armory at the gathering have one of the IV-88 knives? That was cool.
Yeah, that was
cool to see that.
It was a nice blue too. Let's see. Oh, I got to see. You want to get in here or what? What the hell are you doing?
I was leaning on the armrest. Sorry, on the other side.
That thread. What was that tread one? You called it the Michelin tread. What's that one?
Oh, the Ultratech, just tri-wing.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good texture.
Mine is new EDC. There you go, Isa. That's the thing. That's why I offered them. You need to use it.
That's right.
Not a collector's piece.
It. I know one guy had said, "Yeah, I brought." They knew a lot of people knew Microtech were going to be out there, so they.
And what they do is they go into their safe, they pull out the knobs they've never ever carried. They're like, check this out.
Check it. I'm like, well, this thing never had one speck of dirt in this thing. That was kind of cool. I got to see some nice I've never seen though. I was married once, and that broke me in half.
Rick's rattling off the Fruit Loop rifle. Between Fruit Loops and
Rick, did you
Skittles.
go back to your 2C reticle on the video? JT Holds, I did. I went back to the EBR 2C. I actually like it better. A lot of that has to do with not practicing with the H59 enough, but
That's got an H59 in it.
but for clarity and less stuff in there, I don't know. I wish you could have that with just 2/10 down the vertical line. And the reason why I'm doing this is to make sure I'm saying the right word, vertical. But that would be the only thing. I think if I had to do it again, that H59, I should have got the 7C. Because it's basically the EBR 2C, but the numbers are on the outside of the tree.
This is a good question by Outlaw Josie Wells, because I was actually going to start adding a TQ holder on the Bad MF, but he said our first aid kit's required gear for shooters at PRS shoots where you have to hike with your gear. Ever witnessed a shooting or other injury accident at a shooting? So Outlaw, they don't require you to carry that. They typically have
Like
people
yeah,
that have the gear, and they will mention that or point out who's got it. But no, I've never seen that as a requirement. Yeah, I actually got a whole line of cat tourniquets, real ones, not imitation ones, and so I thought I'd make a little holder for the Bad MF. But guys, they're just trying to get stuff made right now is just incredibly difficult. The
night walking.
bag's ready, but it's not there yet. It's not ready yet.
It's a good thing and a bad
There's
thing.
not enough employees. They're saying it's hard to find good help.
And that's in all industries around here.
Yeah, I think so.
Nobody wants to work anymore. Torque on the clip.
See ya,
T8
Joaquin. Thank you
screws.
again.
I needed to tighten recently. What did you try to tighten?
The clip on the T8
What clip?
for the SOCOM Elite.
Oh.
Okay, so they don't publish a torque. Those T8 screws, you do want to use red Loctite. Trust me.
Real red Loctite.
Absolutely.
Everybody
real
says,
red
no, they
Loctite.
messed up. It's supposed to be blue.
No.
No, pay attention. It's red Loctite. It's 276?
263.
263.
Yeah, red Loctite. Will I send a Bad MF to Oz? I will, as long as you eat the shipping. But the problem is I don't have any right now. So I had actually somebody contact me. I think he's on here right now. He said his club members wanted to buy them, like 10 or 12 of them. I was like, I just don't have any. They're all spoken for.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Never seen a shooting, but did see a problem. Explosion with a reload squib.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, Coda Boy had one.
The biggest injury I've seen is
A double charge.
no, somebody hiking and having a heart attack, and then one having a heart attack and dying.
Then you saw a guy shoot his finger off, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw that too, but that wasn't that bad. He didn't die,
Yeah.
The worst was the guy dying. But yeah, I've seen some injuries out there, but nothing crazy. All right.
Never use blue Loctite.
I see indies all the time, Charles. It's amazing how many indies you see. When we were in Kentucky, there were actually 2 indies on our squad.
Yep.
They deemed it was in the safe direction, but it's not 3-gun. I don't know how that works. One was getting into position. It was towards the target, but completely unintentional.
This is about 10 feet from
Yeah, and then the thing is, if the guy was shooting a semi-automatic, you're required to put it on safe and say safe before you move. He didn't, but I wasn't the RO either. So,
yeah. Well, that's a good question.
Shaggy Rifle looked at Mid-Tech. Yeah, be careful. The only place I would ever buy a Microtech knife would be from an authorized dealer or somebody that you trust, because there are a lot of Chinese knockoffs, and you're going to get what you pay for. JT Holds, I'm not sure yet, because until we get to the prototype, they got to figure out the timing on it and how much it's going to cost. I have a price point in mind, and that is going to be less than 200. If I can get it near 100, of course I will, but I don't know what it's going to cost yet. A lot of that is from the light triggers, I bet. Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Conservative sniper hunter, no idea. I really can't even speculate on that. It could be months and months.
There's a. I got to build a few or something in order for those to come back. So we'll see how fast they are at building all those.
Yeah, Shaggy Rifleman had a friend that had an ND in his room. Didn't hurt anyone, but scary as poop. NDs are not fun. Doing that right. Yeah, you need to hang out at a police range.
What the heck?
Or gun range. Or the next time you go, I don't go to an indoor gun range anymore at all. The next time you go to an indoor gun range, I just want you to look straight up. I want you to see all the holes and all the ricochets. Hey, we were at the range that one time. There was a guy that had an MD with an AR, shot the plate in the corner, and I guess the angle was right, just like at pool hall where, the billiards, but it hit the wall, ricocheted off the ceiling, came back and hit the guy over here.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. He didn't get hit with the full projectile, but it messed him up pretty good. We won't talk about the name of the place, but I was there when that happened. And I was like, you got to freaking be kidding. His number was just his time to get hit. Yeah.
That's scary.
He's grinding down the 32 millimeter crow's foot wrench to fit into the barrel nut.
Huh.
I've seen that many times. Trying to get barrel nuts off.
Yeah. Get it in there.
All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. It is actually
Late. Oh, damn. It's 12:37.
12:30. Time to go to the casino.
And we're off. All right. You guys take care. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to do this. Make sure you didn't steal any chips.
All right, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Adios.
Adios.
Amigos.
Annyeonghaseyo. Annyeonghaseyo.
Yeah, what he said.
You know what I do? There's a range, brought a jam gun to the counter, grabbed it, tried to clear it, shot through the bathroom door, hit a guy in the can.
Damn. Nothing worse than getting shot while you're on the crapper. I'll leave it at that.